and thank you for coming out and tuning in to this Tuesday Singer-Songwriter Storyteller Night with the High Desert Music Collective. We have two amazing local musicians here for you tonight. We have Nathan Scott Skierbeck. Sorry. Nathan Scott Skierbeck. And we have Mark Ransom. All right, and also, if you are watching this right now, if you could share this live stream video and comment that you shared in the comment section, then you will be entered to win a Central Oregon Recording hat, and we will announce the winners after each set, so after Nathan's set and then after Mark's. Also, a big shout out to the Silver Moon for having us and letting us host these events here. A shout out to our sponsor, Orogrown, and a shout out to all of you that watch and support the local artists here in Central Oregon. Thank you so much and enjoy the show.
Hello. My name is Nathan and I write songs. All right. Wave your white flag. The beasts have you outnumbered, but there's no shame in that. One last retreat. A beautiful surrender doesn't have to mean defeat, no. Whoa, if you must roll, whoa, then you gotta roll. Next you roll this way, take me along for the ride, and I'll choose the direction if you fail to decide. At the fork in the road, this phoenix rises from the ash. Dreams we set afire, flared up and vanished in a flash, in a flash. Trade out your guns, your arsenal of weapons from a past that never was. Call off the dogs. The war's almost over, but this battle's raging on, no. Whoa, if you must roll, whoa, then you gotta roll. Next you roll this way, take me along for the ride, and I'll choose the direction if you fail to decide. At the fork in the road, this phoenix rises from the ash. Dreams we set afire, flared up and vanished in a flash. Out there beyond the mountain pass, through forests, rivers, caves, and falls, they taught you could close the gap. Turns out there was no gap at all. Oh, you followed every single word, so faithfully you chased a ghost, to hear the only song you've ever heard, to try and love what you already love the most, what you already love the most. Whoa, if you must roll, whoa, then you gotta roll. Thanks. That song was called Beautiful Surrender. I actually wrote that guitar part. I'm 33 now. I wrote that guitar part when I was 19 and didn't know what to do with it for 10 years. So, yeah. And this one is called Signs of Life. I hope you like it. press my ear to the floor. Listen for the signs of life that roar below. Some muffled laughs and coughing fits. Whoever thought that I would come to this? Always paranoid about some hurt I can't avoid. So come on in, pull me out. You're the last thing I can't do without. You know that my old love whom I adore made a gamble she could not afford, 'cause she's sure to lose. Ain't getting hard to choose to whom I'll pay my dues now. Maybe I got brains, but you got looks and they can kill. No philosophy can make that heart of yours bend to my will. But I don't mind, no I don't mind. Baby I got time, baby I got time to make you mine. You bust the gate, your soul on fire, that then ignites in me this foreign desire that I could possibly be someone else entirely. The kind of guy who shrugs it off and blazes right back on the scene with dashing charm and disregards the harm. It sets off my alarm now. Maybe you got strength, but there are voices in my head. And no amount of noise or confidence can slay the bastards dead. But you don't mind, no you don't mind. Baby you got time, baby you got time to make them quiet. There's nothing quite like waking up with no appetite to feed from a sleep that never comes at all, till you just get up and move along. One fine day I will break this spell, get out of my shell, freed from my dark cell. I'll rise up from this hell and reinvent myself, and reinvent myself. I figure might as well. Maybe I got brains, but you got looks and they can kill. No philosophy can make that heart of yours bend to my will. But I don't mind, no I don't mind. Baby, I got time. I got time to make you mine now. Maybe you got strength, but there are voices in my head. No amount of noise or confidence can slay the bastards dead. But you don't mind, no, you don't mind. Baby, you got time. Baby, you got time to make them quiet. And I got time to make you mine. Cool. How you guys doing? Yeah? Awesome. Yeah, let me think about this a sec. I have a list here, but I always change it on the fly. So let me try something. Cool. I haven't been playing in front of people since March, since all this hit. So this is fun for me. I appreciate you listening. Let's see if my fingers have it in them right now. All right. This is called Staring Contest. Pale moon on the sidewalk, drifting ever closer to my face, limbs splayed out all akimbo, staring up into that orb in space, like a hammerhead poised above a nail, like a seamstress wove it on a tapestry, like a figment of my imagination, somehow connecting everything to me. Pale moon on the pavement, bathe me in the light that you reflect. I'm sick and tired of all these changes, amazed that not a one has killed me yet. I'm like a store clerk who hides behind the counter with a pricing gun to scare his enemies away. This is a stick-up, says a burglar in a ski mask. Nobody move a muscle, you'll be safe. So I keep holding on to all I know, but it's much less than I'd like to think. Oh, pale moon, I keep looking back at you. Let's wait and see which one of us will be the very first to blink. You're a hard sell, too quickly rush to market like a secret the village gossip couldn't keep. You're the searchlight that scans the far horizon and robs the guilty of their beauty sleep. Moon pale as a white cat, perched atop the tide you ushered in. Can you offer any answers, or have I gazed in vain upon your porcelain skin? It's been a long fall from the grace I once possessed. Oh, priestess moon, can you give me some relief? This staring contest, it might just be my absolution, 'cause win or lose, it's something to believe. And I keep holding on to all I know, but it's much less than I'd like to think. Oh, pale moon, tonight it's me and you. Let's wait and see which one of us will be the very first to blink. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Cool. Thank you. I'm using a strap I've never used. It's kind of hard for me to see around it. I hope it sounded okay out there. That's cool. I have another song, and I'm going to just keep it chill, because that's kind of how it feels right now. So give me one sec. This is one of the simplest songs I've ever written, but it's also one of my favorites. So I hope you enjoy it. It's called What You Shout Out. Chip down ever since you're waiting around for another one. seems your luck's run out. With each shit hand, somebody would call you bluff. So you give the love you take in hopes that there may come a day where you shout out will echo off the cliffs around us, and return so you can hear it meet your ear. It's just its natural law, one we all made up for to sleep at night. If random chance is gone, then all we've done so far's a chaotic fight. So you give the love you take in hopes that there may come a day where you shout out will echo off the cliffs around us, and return so you can hear it meet your ear. Thank you. I'll bring it up a notch. Hope I'm not putting anyone to sleep out there. Holly knew this when she asked me to come on, though. She knew it was chill music. Yeah, this is called Through My Veins. I hope you like it. I tumble from on high atop a sturdy wall. Now my whole life is just a long free fall, and there's still blood flowing through my veins. Still got blood flowing through my veins. I'll tuck and roll as soon as I hit ground. I've come this far, nothing can stop me now. But I'm still young, so I can stand the pain. I still got blood flowing through my veins. Sometimes a friend can be so cruel. When you let it be known you're just a heartsick fool. So I tried to turn my back on love. I gave my best, but it was not enough. And in that coma, I nearly went insane with all that loneliness inside my brain. We paint each town a darker shade of red and shout our lungs out on the courthouse steps, so proudly running toward an early grave with wicked blood flowing through our veins. As I tried to act like everything was cool, but the deck was stacked, so why should I play by the rules? So I would do the things I'd hate and hate the things I'd do. Didn't you? Was there a code by which you lived that allowed you to sleep while I lie awake? Well, I gave it all I had to give. Every drop of blood flowing through my veins. If you follow me, I'll fall right back on you. Can you hold on tight? I swear we'll somehow make it through. So I swallow all my pride and do what I must do for you. Was found, but now I'm all too lost. My freedom came at such a damn high cost. Final round to find it's all the same, but there's still blood. Oh, and there's still blood running through my veins, through my veins. Thank you. Am I supposed to be telling stories about my songs? I've just been kind of going. Yeah, this next song is called Apothecary, and I'll see how I do on it. It's about it kind of speaks for itself. It's about the things we use to numb ourselves and drug ourselves that aren't actually considered drugs, but probably should be. So the interesting thing about this is I have this song recorded and I overdubbed a bunch of instruments over top of it, and it sounds so much bigger than it does on just one guitar. But I'm gonna try it anyway. Here we go. You take solace in the shit you own, live in the style of a palindrome. You always finish where you started on the previous week. Hold up in your residence with a wallet full of presidents and a cavalcade of images on a plasma screen. Things you wish that you had never seen. Things you wish that you had never seen. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. And now you're 10 yards deep inside that hole you dug, and your security's become a useless drug. You're getting paid to make yourself look like an ass, but it shouldn't matter when you're bringing home that cash. 'Cause your pride ain't worth a lick now, is it, kid? It's best to swallow hard and take the highest bid that you can get. So now you're lonely, so you take a chance. Bury the sorrow in a new romance. You find a lover and ensure you lock them down right quick. And now you're sleeping in a bed each night after you had another screaming fight. But if you had to sleep alone, you'd never get your fix. And facing your own demons is a bitch. You hope having someone there will scratch that itch. La da 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 da, la da 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 da. 10 yards deep inside that hole you dug. And this companionship is just a better drug. Effective and prescriptive though it be, it's more addictive than the money you can't leave. There's a pack of wolves, they're howling at your door. That daily dosage ain't sufficing anymore. You need a bigger score. So take the money that you learned to hate, drop it off in the collection plate. Hope the grace of God is worth its weight in gold. Take a seat in your favorite pew, make the messages pertain to you. If every promise in the book is true, you will be made whole, and the flames of hell will never reach your soul. The flames of hell will never reach your soul. La da 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 da, la da 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 da. La da. Climb outside this hole you dug. It seems religion was our most effective drug. 'Cause even if your life's passing you by, you've got another one to live after you die. So if you start to question if it's all absurd, you better keep the faith and swallow every word that you have heard, or these drugs won't work. Sorry if that was a bit heavy. I get wordy in my songs, in case you haven't noticed. I don't like to repeat myself a ton. I don't know where that comes from. I kind of wish I could shake it, but I can't. Even when I hit the same melody, I feel like I need to be saying something slightly different. Yeah, it's a disease. Let's do something nicer. It's called The Paradox. And this is maybe my entire worldview boiled down into one song. So I hope you like it. Where the mind weeds grow, there's a trail that will unfold if you walk real slow. And don't attempt to hold all the fears that rise in the space behind your eyes, till the world outside is less and less unkind. So invite us all in. We won't ask where you've been, 'cause the path that we're traveling never changed. No, it is still the same, just a whole lot clearer now. This eternal mirror house, no truth can be much nearer found. And all it is once was will be again. We are all unborn, then return to that same source of the world of form. It can't be known, of course, as you rack your mind to try and keep up with the time, till you wake to find not a thing gets left behind. The parade marches on, but once you snapped your shot, it's gone. Put the scene to panoramic to contain in the cage of a picture frame. But in all your discontent, hear the moments whispered hymn that it never came and it never went. And all it is once was will be again. ahead and crawl into the corners of yourself to unearth what is buried underneath. Through the tunnel maze of every hurt you've ever felt, and every part in which you've chosen to believe, and just let them be. Let them be. It's not even close to what we thought, 'cause we all got lost within the paradox of our separate lives that coalesce and recombine till what's yours or mine's an imaginary line. And the question we ask, no solution to be grasped, and the answers we give are so profound, but the question cannot be found. Feel free to search the stars. What you're seeking ain't that far. It's already right here where you are. And all it is once was will be again. Thank you. I got obsessed with the lyrics to that song. I wrote that thing like 5 years ago. I spent way too long trying to fit in the correct syllables for exactly what I wanted to say. I got really inside my own head on that one. I like how it turned out, though. Okay. How's everyone doing? I'm not boring anybody? Good. All right. I haven't taken enough drinks of this beer. I got the Mango Days, and it's delicious. Like most songs, at least the ones I've heard throughout the years, it seems like a lot of them come from either complete elation, dealing with something romantic and fluttery, or breakup songs. And so when a relationship of mine ended a couple years back, I wanted to write a song that was kind of about, it is a breakup song, but I wanted to write a song about how the people who you once shared your life with, that it will always be that way, and that it doesn't always have to be something really bitter. So this is called Starlight Parade. I hope you like it. Dark falls on an early day and weaves on through the starlight parade between little huddled crowds at storefronts, flashing red and green, bright floats waving Santa Claus. A marching band is playing Deck the Halls. We keep to the shadows, they can't find us where the lights don't reach. Notes hover in the frigid air when the last bell fades. I wonder if I'll dare to move, hold my breath against the silence, right alongside you. My wool cap and a winter coat will keep me warm until the embers glow. The heat is enticing till the fire grows. It lights up the street to reveal our forms fanned out as shadow play. Stretching back for miles, each one gives us away. We steal off to the edge of town. When we're laid bare, nobody turns around. But still, we keep waiting to get found out. Topple all we built, 2 dogs in a one-room place, strung up in lights, we hardly fill the space. So you spin about the floor and fly high as I pick my tune, and I watch your shadows dancing around the room. Everyone a different size and shape of you. And I watch your shadows dancing round the room. Everyone a different size and shape of you. The years pass and there's no one there where starlight danced within the room we shared. And now the parade that passes outside is a distant sound. But these nights when I close my eyes, your shadows flicker on the edge of time, and you are still eternal, spinning here with that string of lights around you. In that timeless night has found you. Thanks. It actually turned out to be a happy song. I remember approaching that and thinking, I'm going to write a sad song. That's not how it came out. It maybe sounds that way, but I think of that as a very, very happy song. So now I'm going to do something weird. New Year's Eve you'll soon forget. By January 26, from a glitch in the system that you can't fix. Of rendered sackcloth, royal silk, the planet on its axis tilts toward the demise of the space between. So just get back, get on back. Don't let the merchants sell you their discount heart attacks. Now we waltz through a marketplace of thieves, turning up the volume on our TVs. 100 billion pixels, drink your fill. Was it you who chained me to the wall, bolted for the alley, speakers in hand, and made your pitch to the jackdaws perched on the chimneys above to just get back, get on back. Don't let the fool convince you we're selling heart attacks. He got sidetracked when he looked back and witnessed the year in all its triumph, crescendo along the beaten path. 2, 3, 4. This is usually where there's a solo, but that's not happening right now. But just get back, get on back. Don't let the merchants sell you their discount heart attacks. How much time do I have left? What are we at? 3 or 4 minutes? 10. Okay, no, I do want to. I played with this song later. It was, I swear to you, 1 year before Frozen was released, the Disney movie. And they stole my line. It's not a very original line, but the name of the song was Let It Go. And I had to change that, and I rarely ever play this anymore because it's such a prominent part of the song, and they got popular before I could do anything about it. So I now call it Advice Rarely Taken. I didn't practice this today, but I like this song, so I'm going to see how it goes. All right. Well, I've been filling up my head with all these lessons that I've learned, and writing them on pages upon pages that I've turned. Well, I know I'm not the smartest man, but I know what I know. If something's killing you, you've gotta let it go. Gotta let it go, let it go. When the burden that you're carrying is weighing down your soul, let it go. Well, I once lived with this girl who had a man who broke her heart. She gave him years of love before he tore that thing apart. Well, I can say you've gotta move on, girl, you're not the only one. So well aware that it's much easier said than done to let him go, let him go. When the one you gave your heart to left it stranded in the cold, let it go. Don't be surprised when all you find is an emptiness once occupied by the thing you left behind. Well, they've been empty nesters since their youngest left the house, and now have all this time, that 30 years they've gone without. Time once spent on taking care of helpless little kids, but now they only stop by every now and then. You gotta let them go, let them go. When the children that you raised are raising children of their own, let them go. One too many times he sat there thinking about what's come and gone. Nostalgia has a way of keeping him from moving on. Thinking back on some old glory days that probably never were. Inside his head, behind his eyes, it's all a blur. Gotta let it go, let it go. When the past that haunts your doorstep don't exist here anymore, let it go. But don't be surprised when all you find is an emptiness once occupied by the thing you left behind. Not at all surprised when all I find is an emptiness once occupied by the thing I left behind. I gotta roll with the punches, ride that wave into the shore. If I'm hanging on white-knuckled, I can't hang on anymore. I best blow with the wind, whichever way the wind does blow. And either way I say you've gotta let it go. Damn, I should take my own advice and let it go. Thanks. And I'll end with this. I would apologize for this being a mellow song, but aren't they mostly that? So this is called Two Drifters. Could I get a little louder on the guitar, just because it is going to involve me doing a lot of... Ancient scrawlings on a stone wall, crude depictions of the Ice Age, long-lost longings for the kingdom to come for some. All grown up now, our clever musings, feel-good captions on a postcard, sent with best intention to all of the ones we once loved, and the ones who once loved us, till we became what we become. And I'll be damned if we're gonna leave here empty-handed, with nothing to show for every bridge we gladly burned, every bruise or scar we've earned. And we'll be gone, I'm certain, by sundown. It won't be long till we'll be forgotten, but for two silhouettes on the horizon, searching for clues. And it's good to know we haven't got a lot to lose. Tear like madmen through the courtyard, infant birds with no left wings, scale the fence and take off into the thorns, into the brush. Never look back on what's left of all we lost. Blueprint tracings in a mirror, crystal clear depictions of the future, of now yearn for scraps of debris layered in dust in the town where we grew up, till we became what we become. And I'll be damned if we're gonna leave here empty-handed, with nothing to show for every promise that we made, every wall we built in vain. And we'll be gone, I'm certain, by sundown. It won't be long till we'll be forgotten, but for two drifters off in the distance with holes in their shoes. And it's good to know we haven't got a lot to lose. No. And we'll be gone, I'm certain, by sundown. It won't be long till we'll be forgotten, before two brigadiers brave in the Badlands to battle the blues. And it's good to know we haven't got a lot to lose. A couple of rogues like us haven't got a lot to lose. Me and you, we don't have much to lose. Thank you. My name's Nathan Skierbeck, Nathan Scott Skierbeck, and I hope you enjoyed my songs. Thank you.
If
if we are more distance, you're probably. Everybody give it up one more time for Nathan. Thank you, Nathan. That was beautiful. Thank you so much for being here and for playing for us tonight.
Thank you. Is that going through? I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
Thank
think
you for
so.
inviting me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so I just wanted to ask you a few questions after that beautiful set and what kept coming up for me when I was listening to your music, and what always has come up for me actually with your music is just how intricate lyrically your songs are. And I think that is kind of unique for a lot of singer-songwriters, just the intricacy. You can really tell that you spend a lot of time with your words. And I was curious.
Too much time. Yes.
and then, yeah, as your set went on, you went a little bit more into that. So I just wanted to ask you to elaborate even further on your writing process if you feel comfortable doing that.
Yeah. Well, I've been writing songs since I was 10. I started playing guitar around 11 or 12, and then picked up some other instruments along the way. But it's changed over that time. I mean, I'm 33 now, so it's been 22, 23 years of writing songs. The process, I would say usually a lyric idea, like one single phrase or line. Like in the last song I played, Two Drifters there, that started with two drifters off in the distance with holes in their shoes. And that's honestly the only line I had. And then I built around that, and that's toward the end of the song. But yeah, it'll sometimes start with a lyric, and sometimes it'll start with a little piece of a melody that, when I was talking about syllabic structure earlier, it involves like breaking that apart because I have this perfect melody in my head, and it's making the words fit that puzzle.
Right.
But it changes depending on, sometimes it starts with the music. I'd say most rarely it starts with the instrumentation. It usually starts with a melody or a lyric.
Okay. That's what I was most curious about, whether or not you were a songwriter that sat down with your guitar and your guitar was like the vehicle that births
No, usually
your
while I'm
songs.
hiking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, usually while I'm walking around, there comes a melody, and I don't know where it comes from. It just drops into my brain, and then I'll just start humming it to myself, and then I'll later on sit down at the guitar and goof around with different ideas, different sounds. Yeah.
Cool. Do you find it difficult for you to memorize your lyrics since they're so intricate?
Strangely enough, I haven't played since March, like I was saying, with everything that's going on. I didn't have to practice that long before this set. The songs are just kind of in there, which was really bizarre to me. You could tell I had to stop a couple times and be like, wait a second, which part am I on? But in my mind, even though it seems like they're all over the place, there's a logical progression to where every story is going. So I'm like, wait, what was the last thing I just said? And then I carry on from there. Yeah, because in my head, all the stories make sense. So.
Right. So you're a true storyteller then at the Storyteller
I try to be.
Singer-Songwriter Night.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. And I actually wanted to ask you specifically about the song. I think the name of it was Shout Out.
Oh, what you shout out, yeah.
Because you had introduced it like very kind of like shortly, like it's a really simple song. And I was curious because when I was listening to it, I feel like maybe structurally it's more simple than your other songs, but lyrically I felt like it was like this big metaphor, secret to life or something. And I wanted to ask you more about what it meant.
It's why I said I was actually most proud of that song, which is strange because it's like a 5-chord song, which if anybody plays guitar, we're watching my fingers. I like to noodle around all over the place. And that one I just like hang out in a nice like F to C, A minor, E minor zone. But I did that on purpose actually. I left a song with a lot of space so I could say a lot while saying less. And that's why I'm glad you picked, I'm glad that that connected with you, because I was going for that. I'm like, okay, so each verse is 2 lines long. Normally it's half a page. To do that in 2 lines and try to like punch was very fun for me. So yeah.
Cool. I really loved that song.
Thank you.
It was really fun to listen to. Awesome. Well, I also wanted to ask you, for all our listeners and everyone tuning in to the live stream, if however many of y'all are out there, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was curious, is there a way for us to access your music, any recordings that we could get to, streaming?
Well, here's the fact of the matter.
Information.
I am sitting on 27 recordings right now, which have been compiling over the last like 4 years or so. I'm an elementary educator. I got really focused on that. But I had 2 acts before this. Nothing I played tonight is on any of those. But if you want to look them up, please do. Back when I lived in Michigan, like 8 years ago. Those 80 Acres is the name of one of my bands that I fronted. Another one was Poor Old Jim.
Those 80 Acres and Poor Old Jim.
Yeah. I haven't come out with any solo stuff yet, but I am actually planning on doing that in the coming year. I might just do a big dump online, like, of all of them.
Yeah.
And then you'll get 27 songs. Have fun with that.
Cool. Well, that's exciting. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Nathan. Thanks
Thank
for
you, Holly.
coming and sharing your beautiful art with us tonight.
I appreciate it, Holly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good night. Thank you. So that was Nathan Scott Skierbeck. There we go. I did it right that time. And now we have Mark Ransom up with Joshua Marshall backing him up on some bass. Should be super fun. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in, sticking around, and supporting our local musicians here in Central Oregon. Another big shout out to Silver Moon, to Oregrown. We are the High Desert Music Collective. Look us up. Ask us questions. We would love to talk to you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, share the live stream. And if you do share the live stream, leave your name in the comments saying that you shared it. And you could possibly win a cool Central Oregon Recording hat. Oh, and thanks to Central Oregon Recording as well. They're here. We love them. Okay. Bye.
Hello, friends. Check, check, check. Yeah, 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 yes. Hey. Feels good, yeah. Just keep strumming that chord. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's pretty good. I think it's good. We rolling? You're awesome. Probably give me just a little more of my voice in this monitor. You're awesome, Jonathan. Thank you so much. I'll tune 2. As long as I'm living proof. You gotta make music with your family under one roof. As long as I'm living proof. You gotta make music at home, people, where many spirits become one. We're during a storm. These people remain calm, and we can get a witness. We can get a witness together as one. Together as one. We can get a witness. We can get a witness. We are strong. Stronger than the walls and stronger than the wind, emanating up music from within. Our friends and our families under one roof. As long as I'm living proof. As long as I'm living proof. You gotta make music with your family under one roof. As long as I'm living proof. So buy your kid a drum kit, buy an orphan a bass guitar, harmonize with your friends to Seven Bridges Road. No matter how drunk you are, don't forget to support your local marching band, municipal band, jam band, one-man band, band director, music store owner, installer of radios in cars, symphony conductors and patrons of the arts. That guy who plays the cowbell, let's hear it for all these people bringing music to our hearts. Like Joshua on the upright bass. Gotta make music at home, people. Sing in the shower, dance in the rain. Find light in the night and brightness in all of your days. And we can get a witness. That's right. Together as one. Together as one. We can get a witness. We can get a witness. We are strong. Stronger than the walls and stronger than the wind, emanating up music from within. Our friends and our families under one roof. As long as I'm living proof. As long as I'm living proof. You gotta make music with your family under one roof. As long as I'm living proof. Living proof. I said I'm living proof. You know I'm living proof. Ooh, I'm living proof. You know I'm living proof. Ooh, I'm living proof. I'm living proof. Thank you very much. Thanks, Joshua, for joining in on bass, and thanks for inviting me to get to play a little bit of music tonight. Thanks, Silver Moon, for having us.
John, can you
Thanks,
bring the
Central
bass up a
Oregon
little bit?
Recording, for all you do for the community, and Scott Baber in particular.
Just a little more.
Charlie Utter,
Thank you.
everybody with this
Hey.
fine organization, High Desert Music Collective. Oragrown, of course, one of our main sponsors. Thank you all for being here.
Smoke weed.
That last song was a co-write with a good friend of mine by the name of Mark Fesh. He was a brewer at the Deschutes Brewery years ago. And he went on to do some other cool stuff. But he continues to write songs with us over the years. And he's got some fresh material, too, even though he lives back east in North Carolina, and we live here. So we keep writing songs together. I'm going to honor a songwriter that I really like right now. This is a song by J.J. Cale. Whipper was singing a soft summer breeze. It makes me think of my baby. I lived down in New Orleans. I lived down in New Orleans. Magnolia, you sweet thing. You're driving me mad. I gotta get back to you, babe. You're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever had. Whisper good morning so gently in my ear. I'm coming home to you, babe. I'll soon be there. I'll soon be Whipper was singing a soft summer breeze. It makes me think of my baby. I lived down in New Orleans. I lived down in New Orleans. Magnolia, you sweet. You're driving me mad. I gotta get back to you, babe. You're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever had. Thank you very much. All right, here is a more recent songwriter reflection of what's going on in the world. I think we're going to call this Balance. Oh, no. No, we're going to do another recent reflection. We'll save Balance for later. This is yet, I think, untitled. It's kind of dark, but it's happy. Like, I think it was Nathan. Is it Nathan who played before? It was a wonderful set. Yeah, awesome stuff. It's like Steely Dan, right? They play the happy melody and then they tell you the real dark stuff. Right? So that's kind of like the same idea here, collectively. Oh yeah, we'll call it That's a Fact. Well, everybody squeeze. Pinch to the max, all kinds of good folks are having heart attacks. Breathing deep and try to relax, everybody's going down. And that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Well, it seems my therapy is whatever I want it to be. Fishing in the pond or swimming upstream. If you don't feel the action, it doesn't matter what it means. Well, I'm leaving my thoughts for reality. I'm checking the intellect for a chance to be enchanted by the possibilities in a world of a causal connectivity. Everybody squeeze, pinch to the max. All kinds of good people are having heart attacks. Breathe in deep and try to relax. Everybody's going down. And that's a fact. Tasty bass. Yeah, that's a fact. Well, you can call me crazy, and maybe I'm gripped. But listen up, friends, and focus in on this. There's a little wisdom to relate, an invisible energy substrate. Part in the heart, part in the head. Prior to the kid and the king on his deathbed, a force of design with character and soul. Like Obi-Wan Kenobi playing rock and roll. Everybody squeeze, pinch to the max. All kinds of good people are having heart attacks. Breathe in deep and try to relax. Everybody's going down. And that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Oh, that's a fact. Oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Everybody squeeze, pinch to the max. All kinds of good people are having heart attacks. Breathe in deep and try to relax. Everybody's going down. And that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Oh, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Right on. Thank you guys very much. That's, as I said, a real recent just kind of reflection. You know? Great plan, bro. Nice bass. All right. This is a song about reincarnation. Born the son of a sultan, with wealth beyond my means, bored by my existence, became a prince of thieves. Became a prince of thieves. I robbed the rich like Robin Hood and passed it to the poor. Perished proud of my gifts, and I was born again twice more. I was born again twice more. Like a scene in a dream, I can feel but not see what I was, where I'm going, why I am, who I long to be, who I long to be, who I long to be, who I to be. I walk along as a warrior across my native land. I battled my ancestors and was shot by the gun of a white man. Shot by the gun of a white man. And as I lay there dying, Jesus I didn't see. Allah wasn't waiting, no, the wings of an eagle delivered me. I say the wings of an eagle delivered me. Like a scene in a dream, I can feel but not see what I was, where I'm going, why I am, who I long to be, who I long to be, who I long to be, who I long to be. This time round is different. Light shines through the trees. Birds sing melodies. Through the air I breathe. Through the air I breathe. Well, I listen with my heart and try not to think about the karmic art, or what next time round might bring, or what next time round might bring. Like a scene in a dream, I can feel but not see what I was, where I'm going, why I am, who I long to be, who I long to be, who I long to be, who I long to be. It's called Long to Be. Thank you very much. The CD I have that has that on it. If you'd like to take that one home with you, no reasonable offer will be refused. Here's another tune, a little grassy, about the story of development through marriage and relationship. That's right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that very much. I know a girl traveled the world longing for love supreme. I had a dream. She came clean, washed her sins away in India. Every sin makes a holy sound floating down. I know a boy puts all his joys and sadness into songs that'll make your body move. He has visions when he hears her violin lotus flowers in the light of the moon. Every petal makes a perfect sound floating down. Could you feel the blessings there? And did you see the hope? Will it help you to cope with saying yes when you want to say no? Do you remember the rituals bathed in autumn's glow, resounding echoes of love? All of us one in the meadow, along the river, south of town, we stumbled on sacred ground, a clearing in the forest beyond the evergreen. Bells are ringing like small town Sunday morn, the wind's whistling through the trees. Every sound resounds in this temple we found. Could you feel the blessings there? And did you see the hope? Will it help you to cope with saying yes when you want to say no? Do you remember the rituals bathed in autumn's glow, resounding echoes of love? All of us one in the stared at the water from the bank and saw the sky meander in the lower elevations. Longing for the heavens, we jumped in for the ride. Old souls with lessons to learn. Every soul makes a beautiful sound floating down. Could you feel the blessings there? And did you see the hope? Will it help you to cope with saying yes when you want to say no? Do you remember the rituals bathed in autumn's glow, resounding echoes of love? All of us one, all of us one, all of us one in the Thank you very much. A little loose toward the end, but that's all right. You guys are a very forgiving, lovely little
It's been
crowd.
a minute since we played that one with you.
Yeah, it's a good one. We haven't played that one in a while. That's also available out there in the digital recording ether. One in the Meadow. My name is Mark Ransom. This is Joshua Marshall on upright bass. Thank you very much.
Hey, buddies.
Here's a little song, a little kind of gospel tune, a little hopeful tune, a little See Through the Madness song, rooted in the American tradition. I want to say to my sisters and my brothers, keep the faith when the storm flies and the wind blows. Move on at a steady pace. When the battle is fought and the victory is won, we can all shout together, we've overcome. Talk to the Father and the Son when we make it to the promised land. When we walk together, little children, we don't ever have to worry. Through this world of trouble, we gotta love one another. Take your fellow man by the hand, try to help him to understand. We can all be together forever and ever when we make it to the promised land. Well, our Bible reads, thou shalt not be afraid of the terror by night, or the arrow that flies by day, nor for the pestilence that waiteth in the darkness, nor for the destruction that walketh in the noonday hour. When we walk together, little children, we don't ever have to worry. Through this world of trouble, we gotta love one another. Take your fellow man by the hand, try to help him to understand. We can all be together forever and ever when we make it to the promised land. Well, this world is not our home, no, we're only passing through. Our trail is all made up, way beyond the blue. Let us do the very best that we can. As we travel through this land, we can all be together, shaking a hand when we make it to the promised land. 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 Make it to the promised. That's all it is if you want to sing along. Because I'll make it to the promised land. I'll make it to the promised land. We can all be together forever and ever when we make it to the promised land. We can all be together forever and ever when we make it to the promised land. Thank you very much. The Reverend Orrin Maves, I believe, is who wrote that song. The late 1960s. Okay, so like many other musicians in town, we have a day job, usually instructing other people on the lovely craft of being creative with our instruments. And so many of us teach music as well. And for years I've worked over at Westside Village School. And when I first started working there, I was working with some middle school kids. And it's a while back now. And they wrote every lyric of this song, and they came up with the 4 chords they wanted to play. And since then, it's kind of become a bit of a cult classic on the west side of Bend, Oregon, and something that came straight from the youth who were feeling something at that time. I think it was probably 2007 or 2008 when they wrote this. So maybe that'll show you the perspective then, and then you can kind of reflect on where we are now and how this message is so important. The assignment was an activist music study, and John Lennon, when asked about what to do about war, replied, "Declare peace." And but he never wrote a song that had that line in it, so we decided to use that line as the thing we would develop the song around. So this is called "Declare Peace," and it's by the kiddos from Westside Village School, who still play it to this day, and a lot of them have no idea the history of that at all. But anyway, here we go. Sandy hot, exploding wind. War is not something you win. Red bombs, green bombs, light in the dark sky. I wanna dig a hole in high. Nothing to die for, we don't wanna hide from our fears. Nothing to die for, can you hear us? Nothing to die for, we can reach conflict resolution in the Middle East. Declare peace. Declare peace. Declare peace. Declare peace. Well, I'm a soldier in Iraq, under attack. One call on my telephone, I send my loved ones all alone. Sisters, brothers, fathers, mother, my family in the USA, they want me home today. Nothing to die for, we don't want to hide from our fears. Nothing to die for, can you hear us? Nothing to die for, we can reach conflict resolution in the Middle East. Declare peace. Declare peace. Declare peace. Declare peace. Nothing to die for, we don't want to hide from our fears. Nothing to die for, can you hear us? Nothing to die for, we can reach conflict resolution in the Middle East. Declare peace. Declare peace. Declare peace. Declare peace. Thanks, Westside Village School kiddos, for that one. Honoring another great American songwriter. This is a song by Jeff Tweedy, the leader of the band Wilco. It's been, I believe, now 20 years since the Twin Towers fell. When did the time go? Jesus, don't cry. You can rely on me, honey. You can come by anytime you want. I'll be around. You were right about the stars. Each one is a setting sun. Tall buildings shake. Voices escape, singing sad, sad songs. Too cold, strummed down your cheek. Bitter melodies turning your orbit around. Don't cry. You can rely on me, honey. You can come by anytime you want. I'll be around. You were right about the stars. Each one is a setting sun. Tall buildings shake. Voices escape, singing sad, sad songs. Too cold, strummed down your cheek. Bitter melodies turning your orbit around. Voices cry. Skyscrapers all scraping together. Your voice is smoking the last cigarettes. All you can get, turning your orbit around. Buildings shake, voices escape, singing sad, sad songs. Too cold, strummed down your cheek. Bitter melodies turning your orbit around. Our love, our love, our love is all we had. Our love, our love, it's all of God's money. Each one is a burning sun. Tall buildings shake, voices escape, singing sad, sad songs. Too cold, strummed down your cheek. Bitter melodies turning your orbit around. Voices whine. Skyscrapers all scraping together. Your voice is smoking the last cigarettes. All you can get, turning your orbit around. Last cigarettes, all you can get, turning your orbit around. Last cigarettes, all you can get, turning your orbit around. Thank you very much. It's a great song. Jeff Tweedy.
Hey, buddy.
Halloween weekend. We got about a month out for the Roots Festival, but there's been a question about the Roots Festival, so I feel like we should answer the question. We're going to do a live stream event, very much like what you see here right now. Socially distanced. There's actually going to be a stage right here, and there's going to be one over there, and they're going to rope off this parking lot. But we're going to limit the number of people that come to the event in a big way. It's going to be about giving the artists an opportunity to play and be live streamed. So we're going to have 2 stages here, Silver Moon. We're going to have 2 stages at Worthy Brewing Company. We're going to have a stage at Avid Cider in the parking lot. We're going to have one
at Spoken Moto, and then we're going to have an acoustic singer-songwriter stage at the Cosmic Depot right behind El Sancho, and that will be the El Sancho stage. 7 stages, just like at the Roots, and it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 30th, 31st, and the 1st. Yep, and it's going to run roughly the same time and in the same format. Things will be bouncing back in a very familiar manner. And we're not saying people can't come. We're just saying we encourage them to stay home, and if they come, they're probably not going to get in because we're kind of making it for the bands and you know, people can get in. Don't get me wrong. People can get in. We want people to come. But we just don't want it to be a free-for-all, you know. Music focus, family focus, music education focus. That's our plan. Yeah, you bet. Thanks for asking the question. We haven't made an official announcement. That's coming this week. We're going to put the schedule. It's a rough draft, but it's almost done. So that's coming out pretty soon. So thanks for asking. Okay, this is another reflection of current times. I'm calling this one Balance. I was going to play it earlier, but we're going to do it now. And it's brand new. Joshua's going to look at my fingers and listen with his heart and soul and just follow right along on this one. 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, it's hard to find the balance when something's gotta give. We're a whole bunch of broken dying to live. One as we are many and poor as we are rich. It's hard to find the balance. It's hard to find the balance when something's gotta give. We're a whole bunch of broken dying to live. One as we are many and poor as we are rich. It's hard to find the balance. So hard to find the balance. So hard to find the balance. Young as we're yin, left as much as right. Renegade saints shining dark on the night. Strong as we're weak, we surrender like we fight. A prince for the princess, mourning for the night. It's hard to find the balance when something's gotta give. We're a whole bunch of broken dying to live. One as we are many and poor as we are rich. It's hard to find the balance. It's hard to find the balance when something's gotta give. We're a whole bunch of broken dying to live. One as we are many and poor as we are rich. It's hard to find the balance. So hard to find the balance. Hard to find the balance. Yeah, it's hard to find the balance. So hard to find the balance. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. We get lucky and we run out of luck. Falling down, we rise up like sunken treasure, patina and rust. We've been gifted what we give up. There's not enough and we have too much. I said it's hard to find the balance when something's gotta give. We're a whole bunch of broken dying to live. One as we are many and poor as we are rich. It's hard to find the balance. I said it's hard to find the balance when something's gotta give. We're a whole bunch of broken dying to live. One as we are many and poor as we are rich. It's hard to find the balance. hard to find the balance when something's gotta give. We're a whole bunch of broken dying to live. One as we are many and poor as we are rich. It's hard to find the balance. I said it's hard to find the balance when something's gotta give. We're a whole bunch of broken dying to live. One as we are many and poor as we are rich. It's hard to find the balance. Going to the bridge. We come together and we fall apart. Ain't no reason to thoughts of the heart. And we've been called to see it through the way it is for me and you. Stay with me and I'll be with you. Like purple hues off of red and blue. It's hard to find the balance when something's gotta give. A whole bunch of broken dying to live. One as we are many and poor as we are rich. It's hard to find the balance. I said it's hard to find the balance when something's gotta give. We're a whole bunch of broken dying to live. One as we are many and poor as we are rich. It's hard to find the balance. I said it's hard to find the balance. Oh yeah, it's hard to find the balance. Oh now it's hard to find the balance. Oh well, it's hard to find the balance. Well, it's hard to find the balance when something's gotta give. Thank you very much. How are we doing on time? Maybe split the difference. Best of both worlds. Okay, one more for you. Let's figure out what it's gonna be. Are we allowed to be like parental advisory?
Fuck no, Mark. This is
Okay. Skateboards on the corner, 420 on a Sunday. We all got the shack nasties now. Going to the store is like going to war. We'll all get through somehow. Why, yes, I have a mask, but I ain't here to rob you. I just need some Lysol and booze. Neighbors helping neighbors, we're together apart. Stay at home and we won't lose. Corona-19, you suck. Corona-19, what the fuck? Corona-19, get your dumb ass out of our lives. Well, everybody's an expert now. Think they all know the deal. It shouldn't matter what news you watch. This shit's for real. Oh, glory stands amidst the dead. Not a breath of wind in the air. And the big orange head doesn't know what he said. Spitting his lies everywhere. Corona-19, you suck. Corona-19, what the fuck? Corona-19, get your dumb ass out of our life. Stand 6 feet away from me, even though I wanna hug. 6 feet away from me, we gotta kill that bug. Corona-19, you suck. Corona-19, what the fuck? Corona-19, get your dumb ass out of our lives. Get your dumb ass out of our lives. Get your dumb ass out of our lives. It's a song by Eric Ransom, my cousin. He's got a big national release with that one, and we're helping him. You can find that. It's called Skateboards on the Corner. Thank you, Eric Ransom. Thank you, High Desert Music Collective, Silver Moon, Oregon, and of course, Central Oregon Recording for making it happen. You guys are great. Thanks, Joshua, for sitting in.
That was really great. Seriously, that was fucking awesome. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mark. Everyone give it up for Mark one more time. Woo!
And Joshua, please. I mean, come on.
And Joshua, of course. Always Joshua as well.
He
Joshua.
books it, he organizes it, he helps with infrastructure and sound, and then he gets up there and plays all night long. Plays his
Yeah.
heart out. So honestly, that's pretty impressive.
He does it all, and we love him very much. And we love you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So, ironically, I was planning on asking you specifically about your experience as an artist with COVID and navigating this time period as like a singer-songwriter, and then you broke out with that as your last song, and I didn't know it wasn't your song. So, but I'm assuming that you share the similar sentiments about this time.
Yeah, it's interesting. The song is in itself, what we've found is, my cousin always writes really clever, funny songs, and he was involved in a song years ago called God Bless the Taco Stand, which has kind of been a cult classic around town.
I've heard that.
It's still live today. But he always writes really clever, good stuff, and it's kind of, you don't really know which way he's taken you, which I think is the mark of a good songwriter. But he and I have played music together since we were kids and grew up kind of in a family affair of it. He actually started playing more professionally before I did. When we were in college, I was just kind of like the party guy who just hung out with the band, although I loved to play. But I got a lot of experience watching him and the bands that he had in college and stuff. The song's interesting to me because when you play it or perform it and then you ask people for their response, it's kind of mixed. And I think what it is, number one, is it's a great release for a lot of the way that a lot of people are feeling right now. So it's like kind of like, okay, it's okay to say this. It's okay to say what I'm feeling. So I think for his own process, I think it was really awesome as a songwriter to be able to delve in there and to say that, but also to speak for the collective a little bit. That makes a good song. So the other thing about it is that sandwiched between, in the chorus, this sort of scolding insult, you know, and this kind of exorcism, you know, get out of our lives. There's a question, and it's a kind of a funny question, but it's what the fuck. And I think what it does is it invites us to look at the whole situation and see how things have changed, but not necessarily entirely for the worst. So I think that's the bigger discussion that everybody's talking about. I mean, right now, people all over the place are able to watch this, and the impetus for that is that we've had to be socially distanced, and that we're trying to reach audience in this means. I mean, where sometimes I would get 250 views or something like that, now I'm getting maybe 2,000 views, you know? So for the artists, it's, in a way, that's been a really good thing. I think I see it as a bear kind of hibernating. I see the winter months coming around, especially in Bend, and me going more into artist, reclusive, kind of introspective mode, trying to teach online as much as possible, but not probably playing a lot of gigs unless we can do them outside. So that's kind of my own personal place with it. This summer I've been really fortunate because small format, 1 or 2 players in a relatively large environment with a respectful, socially distanced crowd can really work. So I've actually worked a lot this summer, as I know Joshua has and others. If you're a sideman of another type, maybe just playing in a few different bands, those bands I don't think have been getting as much of an opportunity as the singer-songwriters just in general. But those are some of my thoughts. I have lots, obviously, because we've all been put through the ringer.
Yeah, it's definitely a tricky time for artists, definitely. But I like your perspective. It seems fairly optimistic and positive, so that's good.
It's what it is. I think we can be shackled by our hopes as well, not to get too dark, but I think it's what it is. You know, it's where we're at right now, and we need to not really look too far beyond that, actually, if we want to get out of it. We got to kind of look for the silver lining in the coming through the darkness.
Totally. I agree with that. Awesome. Well, are you a Bend local by any chance? You are. Right. And I wasn't sure, but I know that you play a pretty big role in the music community here in Bend in Central Oregon with the Roots Festival. And I wanted to give you a chance to elaborate on your role and what it means to you and kind of what, I mean, I don't know if goal is the right word, but what your goal, if we can use that word, is through Roots and also through performing and just like your own expression as an artist and bringing that to the community.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can tell by the way I talk, I have an interest in psychology and the collective well-being of people. That's why I've been a teacher for a long time. That's why my wife and I had a coffee house for years. We wanted to bring community together. So I think it's all kind of rooted in that place, if I could say that. It's in sharing music and the enrichment of the arts with family and friends to start, and having our focus shift kind of a little bit away from what our culture has built up about all of these people on the screen or that we have to go out and buy. It's more about that process for each of us and passing on the ability to engage our creativity in the community, because that's really, in my opinion, the only thing that's going to keep us swimming instead of sinking at these times. So that's where my energy was for a lot of years. I ran away from the academic world and didn't want to study psychology, but I'm actually studying it right now and kind of integrating arts for well-being approach into that whole thing. The Roots Festival is a direct extension of that, and that's why Charlie Utter and I hit it off so well, because I think that while Roots is something that happens once a year to showcase and celebrate the local music community, what you guys are doing here with the High Desert Music Collective, what we are doing, I guess we could say, is really awesome because it's an ongoing effort in the same direction. So I don't think there's a whole lot of difference in what we're trying to do. Charlie and the High Desert Music Collective seem to be really putting an effort toward the ongoing upkeep of that, which I want to be a part of as much as possible because it feeds into what we're doing. Roots is a festival that celebrates the local artistic character of the community through a bunch of different bands, usually the end of September, really, right now. But we pushed it a month hoping that we could have a better chance of actually doing it, and we formulated a socially distanced live stream plan like what we're doing here. Proceeds from the event, sponsorship, grants that we get beyond what it takes to run the event, go to local art and music education projects in the community through the nonprofit Rise Up Presents. So that's kind of, in a nutshell, what we're doing. So we have a lot of partners, KPOV, High Desert Music Collective, El Sancho, many others in the community for many years, 14, 15 years now. So it's just grown, and we'd like to say that, yeah, it is our belief that that creative interaction that event provides, and the release and all of that, and the celebration of it, of the arts, is vital to our well-being. And yeah, we have to weigh that alongside everybody's safety, and that obviously should be everybody's first concern right now. So we think we can do both.
Cool. Well, the artists, yeah, totally. The artists of this community really appreciate you and the work that you do. So thank you very much.
Thank you, and thanks for having me. Thanks, Joshua, again.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mark. Also, before you go, hold on. No, I wanted to give you an opportunity to talk a little bit just about The Mostest, and if your project The Mostest, and if there's a way for us to access recordings, because I like to use this as a means to kind of promote yourself and your music.
Yeah, The Mostest stuff, our last album is called Teleport People.
What's it called?
Teleport People.
Teleport People.
And it came out in 2019. And it's a fun album that Patrick Pearsall, the bass player in The Mostest for 10 years now with me, my partner in that outfit, and bassist extraordinaire in a bunch of different local bands. He actually produced it, so it was the first of 4 Mostest records that I just gave the reins to him. I was actually doing my first part of my study thing, my psychology master's. And so I said, I don't want to think about this. And he went about it totally different than I would. He likes to get everybody to record stuff, and then he goes through and disappoints people by saying, you're not going to be on there, because I didn't like that part. But anyway, he made this incredible album. We made an album that I would have never made without him. Some of the songs, at least a couple of them, I think that we played tonight are on that, but they're more produced, more players on there, a lot of local players. And yeah, it's on Spotify. It's on all the regular outlets, Apple Music. So if you type in Teleport People, The Mostest, you should find it.
Okay, thank you so much, Mark. That's awesome. The Mostest, check it out. They're really good.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Have a great night. All right, thank you everyone for tuning in, for being here. We at the High Desert Music Collective really appreciate all of y'all and your involvement with the local artists of the community. It means so much to us. Big shout out to Silver Moon Brewing for allowing us to hold these events here. We couldn't do it without you guys. Also, Oragrown. Also, someone won a prize from sharing the live stream. Keely Wirtz. Yes. All right, we've got a Keely. She's stoked. She won a hat, the Central Oregon Recording hat. Once again, thank you, Central Oregon Recording. They do all our sound and the live stream for us here. So yeah, thanks for being here. We appreciate you all, and tune in next Tuesday for our next singer-songwriter event. Thank you. Good night.